All right, guys, this is Eric, the OBX Picker. Just doing a little video today. I did a what sold video with all this stuff here, and we'll get to that here shortly. On my way to the post office now, I had 37 total packages going out today. Awesome day. If you look back there, whole back seat's full, one IKEA bag, a full tote, and an extra box. And then up here with me, I got 3 FedEx packages going out as well. So a good little day at the post office. I'm sure they're going to be stoked when they see all this. All right, we'll check in with me. Well, guys, you know you've had a good day with eBay when you deliver your packages to the back door of the post office. I'm actually going to be loading in the back rather than coming in the front. 2 reasons: they have that whole shield thing up there. Secondly is to be easier on those guys. So that's what we're going to be doing. Coming around to the back. There's my buddy Ken. She's waiting on me out there. That's her right there. Yep, cool. Guys, so eBay's dropped off. Backdoor delivery. Good luck. This is Eric. I just wanted to go over what sold over the weekend. Guys, as far as volume, I've actually had my biggest weekend as far as volume of sales, number of items. I sold 37 items over the weekend, and we're going to do things a little bit different than what I normally do today because we have such volume. It's tough to do each individual item. The video would last probably somewhere around 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I sold in bulk, and then individual items on things that are outside the norm. Most of you probably know by now or have heard, if you watch eBay and stuff at all, that man, things to sell right now are hot. That are hot is media, video games, things to do at home, and that's bulk of my sales today is that. So we're just going to kind of go through some of these bulk buys. First thing I sold was 3 DVD or Blu-ray, 6 Feet Under, Red Skeleton, and The One. If you see this one's actually worth a little something. The One, if you find that out, they're sealed. So 3 DVDs, starting things out. Video game wise, stack 1. So if you look at that, too, man, there's 6, 12, 15 of these video games in this stack. So stack 1 going out, 15. Out of that, there is 1 separate order. These 6 Just Dance went out as a lot. The rest of them are just bulk video games. And then we have, let's get the stack 2. So stack 2 is actually 2 separate orders. But this is old Ataris. So these 6 went out as a unit, and then this went out separately. If you find this Mario Brothers, this one actually holds a little value, about 20 bucks. The rest of these sold for 40 some dollars, plus shipping on top. So stack 1 and 2. So man, you put these things together, that's a massive amount of video games going out in one day. So if you're out there sourcing, or if you have any in your death pile / opportunity pile, live pile, whatever you guys call it, back stock, if you have any of those items in there, then now's the time to get rid of those things. And now let's go to my next bulks. Actually had 5 puzzles going out. This is one that's kind of a local picture puzzle. This is the beach party. That's actually the Horses in Kerala, which is about an hour from where I live. So out here on the Outer Banks. So 1 puzzle and 4 puzzles. So just like people have been talking to you about, if you watch YouTube at all, those kind of things are hot. That's the most puzzles I've sold, period. So I sold 5 in one day. I've probably sold 5 since I've been doing this, starting in September. So one of those things to look out for. Other things that have sold for me today, Sold one little action figure. This is the Domes. I've sold these before. All it is Phoenix. That went out for $6.50 plus ship today. I sold, this is actually kind of a funny item if I can find what I did with it. Let's see. There it is. There, this isn't a commercial for child abuse. This is a paddleball paddle. Man, I am glad my parents never got a hold of one of these when I was a kid. Thankfully, there was no paddleball in this area. I actually had a math teacher that had a paddle similar to this when I grew up in the corporal punishment era, so I've taken a few licks in my day. But this paddleball paddle is went out for $13.50 plus shipping. It's actually, you can look it up as well. Bantam is the name. This is autographed by Mercraft. I had found this in a local thrift, and I think I bought about 6 of those things. I think I had about $1 in each. So that's what another thing I had going out. Some unique sales for sure over the past few days. The other kind of unique item I had going out, like meaning it's not a video game, is the TV knife. I've sold one more of these. I got this in an auction estate sale, like online auction. This was in a whole drawer of knives, so I've listed some of them. This is one of those knives you can cut everything with, from tin cans to bread to tomatoes and frozen fish. So the serrated blade, that thing is went out for $12.06 free ship. And then we had a PlayStation 2 bundle going out. Of course, more video games involved in that. PlayStation 2 Fat, which is in here. Actually included 6 games with that lot. That went out for $69 free ship on that. Then we had, oh yeah, more media theme. This is a pretty unique VCR that I'd found. Sorry guys, hung up on the tripod. Pretty unique VCR. This went out for $42 plus shipping. Sony Movie Time. It's got Sony on top. Includes the remote. But that one went out. I paid, I believe, $5 for the unit and an additional $3 for the remote. I had to buy the remote separately. But I thought it was such a unique piece that it was worth a little extra. So the buyer's all in for $74.80 on that. We'll see where they live. The next unit going out is this first aid kit. Uniquely enough, man, I got this first aid kit. It's a big one, 352 pieces. Like you can see there on the back, what all it includes. So I got this first aid kit, oddly enough, for free. Yard sale ended, and the people had put an ad in to come pick up whatever was left, and that was something that was left. So all profit on that for me. That was $23 plus shipping. So buyers all in for like $35. This next item up, I kind of overpaid for this a little bit, but it did eventually sell. This is for you younger generation. This is a VHS rewinder. What this does, and it says right here, is it saves wear and tear on the heads and motor, and it's talking about your VCR. Rather than rewinding in the VCR, you can just pop it in this thing, and it would go out. This is a Magnavox. This is actually new old stock. It's still sealed up in the box in there, and I did pull it out and look at it, and it's new old stock. That went out for $38. If you see those around, you know, some of them may still have some value. I remember if you would go to the video store back in the day, they'd have stacks of those things back there to rewind if people forgot. And also for you guys that don't know about the video store, man, if you remember back, the video store would charge you if you didn't rewind. And they had all kinds of slogans. I remember be kind, rewind sometimes would be on the beginning of movies and stuff that were sold for rental. So it's kind of funny. Rewind or you will be charged extra. So the next thing I got going out is this. There it is. This is a DSI bundle. It's the pink unit, and it's actually this color pink of the unit. I'll pull it out so you can see it. This color pink of the units is actually called boutique pink. If you're looking it up, this unit went out. This is a used unit, and it went out for $29.80 plus shipping. That's with the charger and I think 3 games included. This had the stylus and everything. I checked it initially. You want to leave those things plugged in. If you picked them up used, you leave them plugged in for a little while and let that battery fully charge. The next thing I got going out is this Canon camera bag. This went out for $18.50 plus shipping. And then here's a strange one for you. Halloween costume, Queen of Hearts, went out for $33.33. I got that for free at a lady's place that had finished a yard sale and was moving and needed to get rid of some stuff. There was a whole bag of Halloween stuff. I went ahead and listed the costumes, and hey, one of them sold. So it's great. I got these 4 little plush minis going out. This is Harry Potter, Hermione, Ron Weasley, and Dobby. Dobby, I think, looks like a little pig to me, but they said it's Dobby. So that went out as a unit, $15.40 plus shipping on top. Then we have this Ollie's purchase. This was in the reduced basket. I think I paid 75 cents for this. Went out for $8.64. 1-a-day men's vitamins. They actually expired in November, but the buyer still got that. This unit is Atari 7800. That, complete with 2 controllers and cords, went out for $99. I actually just did a little bulk buy pick and picked that up, as well as some other things that I'll be sharing later on. But I paid about $110 all in for me, so there's $100 of it back, and there's Atari games. I'm in profit on that buy already and have a lot more profit to go. These things, I don't know if you saw these when the Super Bowl came out. Pickle Rick, Pringles. This is the Rick and Morty special edition. These things went out for $8 plus shipping. So if you find those things, anybody still has them, they do hold a little bit of value. Oh, guys. And let's see. I think that's it as far as the oddball stuff. I did have this. This is a Thomas diecast. I've had these for a little while. They went out for $5.25 plus shipping. This is Annie and Clarabelle. These 2 little diecast train. Those guys were part of a bulk buy I did at a yard sale. I actually got 3 boxes of Thomas stuff for $20. So I'm already in profit on those. So that's all pure profit. So I know we're getting kind of long on this video, so I'll go ahead and cut it. But in all total, 37 items going out, $848. Reason being is a lot of those video games were like the ones that I normally would list as bulk buys, but being the time we're in, man, I would list those things individually, and you can make more profit because you're going to sell them. For the most part, video games are still super hot and probably will be till we end this pandemic thing that's going on. So be on the lookout for those things. I hope you guys had a great weekend as well in sales. If not, just encourage you, keep listing anything media, stay at home stuff. Make sure that you get those things list it up as soon as possible. And, you know, don't be afraid to price at the market, because it'll sell. Some of these things I priced a little higher and they still sold, just because the market is going up on those items. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you're a reseller, like I said, good luck out there reselling. If you're here hanging out, we do appreciate you watching, and encourage you to like and subscribe. It does help the channel and shows me what content to continue to put out. And also, if you have any suggestions or need anything from me, you can drop a comment. I'm also on Instagram. Feel free to DM me. Thank you guys. Y'all have a great day.